Namaste. This is Miss Lawrence from Power by Soul with this week's edition of What Do I Do With That? And I'm talking about yoga socks. I had a situation where I wasn't able to practice yoga in my bare feet. You could read about the gory details on my blog. And I decided that if I want to continue to practice during that time, that I would get some yoga socks. And since I have long toes, and I think that those toe sock things are ugly, I opted for something that looked more like a sock. So I went on Amazon and I found these two that were highly rated by Prime members. The Rahab socks, yoga socks, and the King socks, King, and I'll post links for them either below this video or on the blog. So I got both. So I'm going to start with these. These are the Rahab socks. They're like your regular athletic socks, kind of more cushioning at the ball and the heel of the foot. Arch support doesn't matter for me. I have no arches. My feet are flat, but they're there for you. And the grips at the ball and the heel to keep you from sliding on the yoga mat. They're really soft and they're pretty thick. They feel good, especially if your feet tend to be pretty cold. The King Outdoor, these feel really nice too. They're also a cotton, but they're more like fashion tights. They have elastic on the top, elastic around the sides, to keep it up on your foot. And these have silicone dots on the bottom to keep you from slipping on the mat. So it doesn't matter how good they feel. What matters is, do they work? And from these two, this was the winner, and this was a big fail. I'm going to talk about the fail first. They didn't stay on. As you're moving through your flow, every time you make a turn, or you do a pose, they slip, either on the side, off the back of your heel. They twist all the way around your foot. This is just awful. And it makes you lose your intention for your practice that day, because all you're thinking about is when the next time this friggin' thing is going to slide off your foot. So these are terrible. The King Outdoor, these are really nice. And I was surprised because they are so thin, and the way that they're cut, I thought they would come off of my feet, which are very narrow, but they stayed up on my heels. They felt good through a whole class, and I tried them here where I practice most of my yoga, and at a yoga studio. I just wanted to see how they work, and they were really nice. The only drawback for these is if you don't have a proper pedicure game, which I do not, they have a tendency to run in the toe. So if you fancy, or if you care more than I do, let's put it that way, and you have properly trimmed toes and all of that stuff, these are going to work out just fine. Again, no slips, perfect on the yoga mat, very lightweight, and I highly recommend them. You can find both of them on Amazon. These are nice for walking around the house if your feet are cold, but for yoga, forget about it. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching this week's Power by Soul. What do I do with that? Namaste.